everybody, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to give you a little running update. It's been 12 weeks post knee surgery and I haven't been doing real well with my exercises for the last month or so like I should have been, and I've been really scared and up in my head wondering if I'm ever going to do a half marathon again. Honestly, I've done a couple of 5Ks, a couple of 10Ks, but half marathon I was just not sure I was going to be able to do one. So today was the first attempt at a half marathon since surgery, and my goal was, since it was 2 loops, I was just going to go out, do the first loop, which would be about 6.5 miles, and see how I felt. If I felt okay, then I was going to start the second loop and go from there. If I wasn't feeling it, then I was just going to call it quits, get a did not finish DNF, and just be done with it. So, started out a little chilly this morning, but it wasn't too cold, and windy, a little windy, but not too bad, and I felt pretty good. Knee-wise felt good. I did a little bit of stretching, not a whole lot, but I was just planning on walking anyhow. I can't run. Doctor won't let me run until the 1st of next year, so the plan was just to walk. So I got out there, and I'm trying to do a little bit faster walk, a little power walk, which I hate doing power walks. I'd rather jog than power walk any day. But anyway, so got the first loop done and decided I'm feeling pretty good. Knees not bothering me. We're going for loop number 2. So we did. About mile 8, my knee decides to let me know it's not quite sure what I'm doing, but it's not happy with me. By mile 10, I'm in a little pain, but not really too much. It was just, it's aggravated is really what it was. Totally aggravated. But by mile 11, I'm like, you know what? I'm doing this. It was a 3.5 hour time limit. When I got to mile 11, I realized that I was probably right on the money to hit a 3.5 hour time limit, which in my head, starting the race this morning, I was thinking I was doing every bit of a 3:45 or even maybe a 4 hour, because that's how slow I've been on my past races, 20-minute miles, you know. So I started pushing. Of course, I was the last person through the whole race, of course, and because I'm the only one walking, you know. Everybody else is running. So I just kept on power walking. The loser cruiser followed me in the last 2.5-ish miles. That was fine. I didn't care. I'm out there. I'm doing it. I just had to get a half marathon under my feet, because I was to the point in the last couple of weeks, I've really been depressed in my own head, even to the point of saying, I don't want to run again. I don't even care if I do a half marathon again. I've done 77 at that point. Today makes 78. 78, I'll get it out. So I was so far in my head and depressed over this knee and how I'm feeling, and just irritated about my recovery. I don't feel like I've been recovering as fast as I should. I'm still hurting at times. My knee's still waking me up sometimes in the middle of the night, still having pain. I really think I just got a touch of depression to where I don't care. I don't care if I ever run. I don't care if I ever exercise. I'm just in a bad frame of mind. So I had 4 friends that were there today, and all of them were like, just walk it, take your time, you can do this. We're here, you're okay, you're not alone. And basically, that's what I did. It was good to know that they were out on the course, that if something happened, all I had to do was pick up the phone. They were 1 phone call away. The course was 2 loops, so there was somebody passing me all the time, whether they were actually looping me or coming at me. So I was not alone at any point in time. And I finished the race, and as I'm coming down the chute, all my friends are there. They had a little bit of a crowd there. Wasn't a whole lot of people, but they were cheering me on, and it made me feel really good. And I crossed that finish line at 3 hours and 30 minutes and some seconds. When I say I was dead on the money, I was dead on it. So I'm feeling really good. I finished one. Get this mess out of my head. I can do them. Even if I just walk, I can do them. that was the biggest thing for me, is just getting one under my feet. I had to do what I had to do today. 12 weeks out, it's probably still a little too soon to get back into doing halves. I know I'm still healing. My physical therapist has been telling me not to push it too hard, but I've got to start doing something. I know I need to go do some strength training at the gym, start building the muscle up, start working on my quads and my core. So that's going to be the next thing. I really need to start working on building the muscle and getting back into the shape I was before knee surgery. But I'm going to tell you, I had to go and get this medal. This is what drew me in. I just fell in love. It was the 10th anniversary medal, and when I saw this at the Houston Half Expo, I was like, it's going to be do or die. I'm going to have to either try or die trying. One of the two. Crawl, whatever it takes. I wanted this medal. It was an all-girls race, all women, very supportive. Every time you passed somebody, they were, good job, you're looking good, you know, talking about keep it up. I mean, it was very supportive. And there's one lady that I seen last year on the route. She was out there again this year, and I'll insert a picture of her. She usually is out there with her little dog, but the dog wasn't with her today. But anyways, I got to talk with her, and she told me that she had quit smoking 7 years ago, and apparently she's been a drinker, and she just quit drinking 9 months ago. And so as I passed her up, she was telling me that, and when I came back, she was standing outside, and I said, let me tell you something. I said, I've never been a smoker. I'm allergic to smoke. It makes me very sick. I said, but I do like to drink, and I've had to stop drinking because I'm trying to lose weight, and it hinders my weight loss. I said, but you've got a year until this race comes back around. They have a 5K, which is just 3 miles, and then also this race. I would love to see you out here next year. You've been out here cheering people on for the last few years. I would love to see you actually do, even if you just do the 5K, and then you could come back and still cheer people on. And so she walked to the end of the road with me before I had to turn off, and she told me, she said, you know what? She says, you have inspired me, and I want to try to do this next year. I really do. I want to do the whole half. I don't want to just do the 5K. So I hugged her and told her she could do it, and I'll sign up again next year and walk the whole thing with her if I have to. But it just made me so happy to know that my little story of I'm out here 12 weeks after knee surgery trying to do a half marathon inspired her enough for her to think, maybe I can do this. And so if that's really what it's about, just inspiring even just one person, just helping them get motivated to do something they never thought they could do. If I had looked at myself 5 years ago and would have said, oh Lord, you're going to do 78 half marathons in 4-ish years, I would have laughed at myself and said, you're full of it, because I was 254 pounds sitting on the couch, never wanted to do anything. You know, that was just, I was not an active person. I love being outside, but I wasn't active. I didn't run. I didn't do much of anything. I would watch the kids go play sports, do different things, but I hardly ever did anything. Now, I love being outside. I really do love exercising. I've been in a bad headspace, and today has just made me feel so good about where I am. It's like, okay, this is what I needed. I can move forward now. I can do this. I needed just a little nudging, just a little, you got this, you can do this. And when I picked my packet up on Friday, it was Friday when I picked my packet up, I knew there was a 3.5 hour time limit for the race. And so I asked the ladies, I said, I know y'all said y'all be a little lenient. I said, what is a little lenient? I said, it's my first race back after a half. Is it 15 minutes, 30 minutes? What's a little lenient? Because I really don't know how I'm going to do. And so we had a little conversation. Well, one of the ladies in there followed me outside, and she came out and she said, honey, she said, I'm going to tell you something. You've got to get out of your head. She said, you're your biggest enemy right now. She said, you've got to get out of your head, and you've got to put one foot in front of the other and keep telling yourself you got this, you can do it, and you will do this. She said, come find me after the race on Sunday. I want to know how you did. So I did. I finished, walked across that finish line at 3:30, went and got my mimosa. Yes, I did. I had me a little mimosa today in my Run Girl glass. And I walked up to her and I said, Miss Ruth, I finished it. Dead last 3 hours and 30 minutes, but I did it. And she hugged me up. She said, I knew you could. I knew you could do it. You just had to get out of your own headspace. And that's the truth of it. I had to stop doubting myself, number one. Number two, letting this depression take me over and taking me down. Sometimes, I don't know why it is as women, we're really so down on ourselves. Everything gets to us, our weight, our looks, whatever it is, we get so down on ourselves and we spiral. I know I've done it for years. I've done it with my weight. It causes me, or did cause me, to binge a lot of times because I would get just so down on myself for whatever it was that was going on at the time. But I've got to get a new mindset. When I get in these type situations, I've got to get a different mindset. And that's really what happened for me today. When I hit the mile 12 marker, I am not even going to sit here and lie. I teared up because it was like, I am 1.1 miles away. I am going to do this. I really am going to finish this race without much pain. Yes, my knee bothered me. Don't get me wrong. But it's just aggravated because I hadn't done more than 6.5 miles at this point. And it was like, what the heck are you doing to me? So I'm going home, soaking Epsom salt, get a little ice bag, and we're going to lay down in bed and we're going to get a good icing in today. More ibuprofen and rest. That's what's on the agenda this afternoon. You know, taking care of it. It's going to be fine. I'm going to be a little sore. Yeah, I am. But you know what? I'm going to be all right. And guess who's going to do another half next weekend? This girl. I am going to go do another one. I've got 2 more I've signed up for the rest of this year, and I thought I was going to have to defer all of them because I didn't think I was going to be able to do one by December. But here it is, December 1st, and I am as pleased as punch. I'm not even going to lie. This girl's happy. I am very, very happy and excited that I have done one. I didn't die, and I inspired somebody else today. Wow, who would have known? Here I'm out there just trying to make it, and I inspired somebody. So I feel good. I feel great. Now tomorrow may be a different story, but that's okay. I'm going to get back in the gym. I'm going to start up again and get to moving forward. That's all it's really about. Just like Miss Ruth said, one foot in front of the other and one step at a time. We will get there. We will make it. And that's where I'm at right now, because these last few weeks, this girl has been all cray-cray up here. But anyway, so I just wanted to give y'all the good little news. I got half number 78 down. Check, done. And I'm looking forward to, even though if I just walk them from here on out, if I never run again and it's just walking, I want to finish my journey. I've been saying for the last few weeks, I didn't even care if I made 100 halves ever, or if I never made all 50 states. But you know what? I've done 32 states. I'm only 18 away. Why quit now? You know, I've got to finish what I started. And that may mean it might take me another 5 years to hit 18 states. I don't know. But I want to finally finish something I started. And to me, this is the biggest thing I've ever done in my life outside of having my children. I step back sometimes and look around and think, I've done this. You know, I'm doing this. So go after your dreams. Plan goals for yourself. Set goals. Strive to reach them. Little strides, little steps. It all will add up. It's the same way with like weight loss. Today was my weigh-in, and last month I was 211 on the nose. Today I weighed in at 205.2. Not quite 6 pounds, 5.8-ish. But you know what? I'm okay with that, because even if all I lose is a pound a week, eventually I'm going to see my goal weight. I'm going to get there, and I know that I'm the one doing this. Another goal set, little by little, one step at a time. So I'm here, I'm trying, and that's what you guys can do too. One step at a time. Anyways, I just wanted to weigh in, share my little victory today, on scale and off scale. Let you know how excited I am. I'm ready to get my mindset right and get back to living, because the last couple months, knee surgery has not been fun. Not at all. So it's time to get back to living. Anyways, if you want to follow my journey, like what I'm talking about, hit the button down below, like and subscribe, and follow me to see when I finally reach my goals. Thanks, guys. Y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all